it was fast forward to 87 or maybe 86, and I end up on becoming Nippy Jones's mix DJ.
Mm-hmm.
And he used to come on Fridays, the Fresh Freaky Friday show. It was 4 hours long, and I would do blends, and and I took over because Snake, Big Al, and Casanova Rock, the All Hardy Death Party, they got their own show. And they were Nippy Jones's DJs at the time, and they got their own show. Then I became Nippy Jones's mixed DJ, and from that I stayed. I don't even know how long it was, and that's when they said, you know, if we ever get a spot, would you like a show? I was like, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I had no intentions on, you know, I didn't know where this was taking me. Yeah, I didn't know where it was taking me, and that's how it started.
Knowledge dropped.
No, actually, it was Down by Sound.
Down by Sound. Okay,
Down
so
by
knowledge
Sound.
drop, lessons taught
Came after.
came after.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So at first it was Down by Sound, and then it was Knowledge Drop, and then it was Knowledge Drop Volume 2.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Knowledge Drop, Lessons Taught. I mean, that was I got that from a Poor Righteous Teacher song. When they say, I let the knowledge be dropped and the lessons are taught, or something like that to that. And I was like, okay, knowledge drop, lessons taught.
Easy.
Dude,
There it
there
is.
you
Yeah,
go.
that's, that quick.
Easy.
Yeah.
Get out of
Yeah.
here, Grant.
Of course it's
Eddie.
easy.
Come on.
Indeed.
I love it.
Yeah.
So tell us about like the craft of being a DJ from 84 to 87, and then past that. How did your skills develop? What was it like becoming a DJ?
Yeah, it took about a year to learn this technique because from what I understand is when you hear something in one ear and something in another, and you have to tell, well, do I need to slow this one down? I have to speed this up. It ended up, how'd you say, you have to retrain your brain to be able to differentiate between the two. And so it took about a year for that to happen.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, it just, one day, it was like, bam. I was like, oh my goodness, that is dope. And then what really tripped me out was when there was a song out by Whistle called We're Only Buggin'. And I put it over on the instrumental side, and I got a song by Tina Turner and Bryan Adams, It's Only Love. And this is like 80, I don't know, I can't remember, 86, maybe something like that.
Okay.
And I started playing them together. I was like, what the fuck have I just done?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because most people, when they were blending, a mashup would consist of a R&B acapella against the instrumental, hip-hop instrumental.
I see.
But I was putting genres to different, the whole, like, this ain't supposed to be.
It's just like, that's not something people were doing.
Yeah. So,
but it worked.
Yeah, I mean, and it was ended up being my staple.
People were feeling it.
Yeah.
It was just, that's awesome.
Yeah. So this at a time when scratching was the king. It still is, you know what I mean? But I didn't want to learn how to scratch. I just didn't, it's cool and all, but I just wanted something different. And, I started creating what I call like these operas or this symphonic kind of thing going on. So, yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
What, knowledge dropped, like, for those who don't know, it is been kind of like a lifeline for, I'd say, the Dallas like scene, like the hip hop scene. People look at it in that way.
Yeah.
You've kind of had a vantage point for now so many like decades of the scene. How would you describe the Dallas scene? And maybe some of the changes that, because obviously it's,
well, at the
changed over
point now,
time.
I would say it's on life support.
Okay. You
know what I mean? We don't have the infrastructure that we had back in the 90s and all that goodness. So that's a big problem, not the infrastructure.
What do you mean by that?
Okay, so back in, there used to be, the labels were here, RCA, Jive, Sony, BMG, all that stuff they were located here in Dallas. Like BMG would have events where they would invite DJs down, whether you were street jock, club DJ, radio, and we'd all come down and they would preview new records.
That's awesome.
And like one time, and have food, and we'd all talk and listen to the records. So this one time, in the room, and no one had heard of these people. They're brand new. They haven't been released yet. It was SWV. It was Craig Mack, and it was Biggie. And Biggie's sitting back. He's not saying shit to anybody. He's not saying nothing to anyone. Just chill. Craig Mack was all boisterous and like doing
trying to get out there.
He was being himself. And SWV, they had them sing something a cappella, and their voices were just beautiful. And but we listened to their records, and that was the beginning of their careers.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So it'd be stuff like
Biggie
that.
in the corner.
Yeah, chilling, not saying nothing, just mean mugging everybody. You know what I mean? But I mean, it was cool though. But that's the kind of stuff that would happen. Then you had video. You had VET. You had MTV. MTV Rap. So you had the video outlet, and you had labels that were. I used to get records sent to me like oh my God.
They're just they're just sending them.
Just sending them all the time. Now, not so much anymore.
Okay.
I mean, not at all. I can't think of the last time someone sent me some vinyl. Like, and it used to be like every day, like stacks of vinyl just from all the labels. So now everybody wants to
send you their YouTube link.
Well, exactly. I don't want that link. You send it to me. Like that's another thing. The relationship between the DJ and the MC is non-existent. Our whole, we live to break records.
Right.
So, but I'm not going to your Bandcamp page. I'm not going anywhere. If you send it to me, we build a relationship like that, then yeah. But nah, man, I ain't doing that. So, but yeah, so the DJ has been cut out because of the Bandcamps, the SoundClouds, and all that stuff. So, yeah.
YouTube, all that. Yeah.
Do you think part of the change too is that there became so many more DJs, or excuse me, so many more MCs? Was that a part of that change over time? Because
so there can never be too many MCs.
Yeah.
Now the rappers,
you can have it out.
Yeah, I could do without that. Because MC, when someone says, like, they come up to me and say, I'm a rapper, and I'm not. First thing that comes to my head is, oh man, you suck. It is. I mean, it's just because it's not the terminology.
Right.
If you're an MC, and so when someone says they're an MC, I'm like, oh shit, I want to listen to this. Let me check this out.
It's like a signal to you that they're true to the craft.
Yeah, they're part of the culture in that sense.
They take it seriously.
Yeah. They got something to say per se, more so than just braggadocious, and and I guess there's a place for all of it. I always say, like, if it's not hip hop or the from the elements, then we should call it not hop. And hip hop and not hop, and that's that's how I can differentiate between the both of them. So. Yeah.